Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because instead of gaming and commentating, I want to talk to you guys about anxiety. Because I know a lot of people out there nowadays have a lot of anxiety or are struggling with depression or some mood disorder or personality disorder. And before we even start this video, I need anyone who's in one of those positions to look into my eyes and hear me when I say this. It's going to be okay, and I can promise you that. I've struggled with that stuff. I still struggle with anxiety. I mean, we all struggle with anxiety. We all struggle with anxiety constantly, and that's because anxiety is an element of life. It's part of it. It's what gets us motivated. You're supposed to worry about your future. You're supposed to, worry to an extent. You're supposed to worry that, worry if something good's gonna happen or not. Of course, you want the good thing to happen. So anxiety is necessary. It's always gonna be there. And I feel like a lot of people think nowadays that there should be no anxiety in their life, and that's not true. Anxiety is very important. It keeps us working and moving and doing things. That's just how it works. Having said that, there are inappropriate reasons to have anxiety. Like, you shouldn't be anxious that, like with obsessive compulsive disorder. Like, you shouldn't be anxious that if you don't do something, then everyone you love will die, or something like that. There's of course inappropriate reasons to have anxiety, or unreasonable things to have anxiety about. But for the most part, a lot of the anxiety that we feel in our day-to-day lives is good for us. It keeps us motivated, it keeps us moving, it keeps us walking and progressing. And I feel like a lot of people are getting lost in their anxiety. They're thinking about it too much. They're overthinking why they're anxious. They're overthinking the fact that they're anxious, and they're letting it rule their lives. And you can do that with literally anything, any emotion. And people, I think, just need to do something my high school teacher used to always tell our class, which was be where you are. And I didn't understand what that meant, really, at first. I thought I did, but I totally didn't. I didn't understand that until actually a few weeks ago. And what she meant, I think, or what it now means to me, is people need to focus on where they're at right now and what they're doing right now. Don't think about the future. Don't think about the past. Don't think about those things, because those things don't matter. Because life is not about where you're going or where you've been. It's about where you are, because that's life. Life is happening right now. You need to enjoy the ride. Life is as fun and as good as you're willing to make it. And a lot of people are too worried about it being good, so they are constantly worrying, and it's bad. Like, bad for them, and they feel bad. And that's just because they're not enjoying the show. Like, they're not enjoying what's happening. And you need to enjoy every little thing you can, because people have the ability to spot patterns, like the checkers in the soundproofing material behind me. You can see that pattern, and it looks nice. But people can see patterns very well. And the whole depression thing is really just someone getting stuck on seeing the negative things happening in their life, each one, and they're counting them, and that number's getting bigger and bigger. But that makes sense, because from birth to death, there's gonna be X amount of negative things, and that number's not gonna stop at like 5. There's gonna be lots, but there's gonna be lots of positives too. I think it's just easier to see the negative. It's easier to spot the negative because it's dark, negative things are so much louder in our minds than positive things, 9 times out of 10. And it's because it's something we don't want. Sometimes it's easier to say, this is what I don't want for dinner, but this is like, you can't quite say what you want, but you know what you don't want. That's easier. So I feel like it's easier to spot the things you don't want, but harder to see the things that were good and that you liked. And I struggled with that for a long time. But now I get it. I can see the positives, and I celebrate the little things, and it makes me feel better. You have to be as positive as you want to be, And I like a lot of people like talk about that fake it till you make it thing, and that does work to some extent, but it's not faking it. You really should genuinely celebrate the little things and be happy about all the things you can be happy about, because that's all you have to be happy about right now. And like, if it's a good, it's a good. Celebrate the good. Appreciate what you have while you've got it, because it might not always be there. So yeah, I don't really know where else to go with this train of thought. I'm kind of blanking because I still have a cold, so like, I mean, I'm kind of out of it today just because this cold is ruining my life, but I wanted to get this message out there because I know in today's world a lot of people struggle with anxiety and depression, and I want them to understand that if they, like I used to, which I was wrong in feeling this, but I still felt it, if they feel like they have no one to lean on in their life, physically where they are, then I need them, and I need you, if this is you, to understand that you do have people to lean on. You can lean on me. You can lean on anyone in these comment sections. You can lean on anyone you choose to lean on. But I will listen, because I've had those dark days, and I've been looking up from down there, and I can promise you it's all necessary and it's all good. All the negative's good. The negative lets us see the positive, because if we didn't have the low to balance out the high, then it would just be stable the entire time, and that would seem boring. So appreciate the negative. It's really the only verifier that good things happen, in a way. It's the whole yin and yang thing. There must be darkness for there to be light. One cannot exist without the other. So while the negative times are bad, and they make us feel sad or angry, or however they make you feel, just understand that there's gonna be an up. There just is. That's how it works. It's just up and down. So even if you're on your way down or at the bottom, the up's coming. It's going to, and it starts with you. There's this quote. I'm almost positive it's Gandhi. Almost positive. And it's be the change you wish to see in the world. So if you want to be happier, if you want things to be more positive, you got to be that way. You have to be that change. And I think the main reason we have to be that change is because the entire world is not going to change if no one starts it. So if you want everyone to be nicer, if you want everyone to be kinder, if you want everyone to be more compassionate, or everyone to be happier, it starts with you. Because positive moods are contagious. They are. Negative moods are too, but positive moods are contagious. So we just need to be that change we want. We need to be that example. We need to set that so other people can see it and see what we're implementing and then do it too. We need to stand up. We need to start being a positive, better community as a whole. The whole world. We need to all start working together instead of working for ourselves. We need to all start helping everyone get up and helping everyone get happy and all that stuff. Because that's, well, I guess we don't, I don't know. I shouldn't be telling you guys what to do, but that's what I want to do. I want to help people who are struggling as hard as I once struggled. That's really all I've wanted to do with my life, ever. I've been through quite a bit. And maybe in some other video I'll tell you guys about it if you're curious, my whole life story. But I've had my fair share of dark days and periods of time, and just I've had my share of awful things happen to me, and I learn from them, which is kind of why I appreciate them. I learn a lot from them. A lot of life lessons I've learned have come from my negative experiences, and I see that. And my biggest thing here is I want to spare people from being in pain as long as I was, and spare people from learning that lesson as slowly as I did. I want to help people get up because I know how much time I wasted sitting down. And the world doesn't stop spinning. And the world doesn't stop moving. So if you sit down, you might get left behind. Because that's just the way of the world. Which is why I want to help everyone get back up. I want us all to walk forward and progress together. I want us all to be better. I just want to spare people from any amount of pain, really, because I've been through a fair amount of pain in schools and just things that have happened to me, and I just want to spare people from that pain. I want to spare people from cruelty. All I'm trying to do here is I just want to do the things that I feel like no one ever really did for me. School was rough for me growing up. I didn't make friends easy, like I've said before, and a lot of kids were mean to me because I was short or just a little weird or for whatever reason. And I know that's a big part of a lot of kids today is they feel sad or anxious or depressed because they don't necessarily fit in with their peers. And I still struggle with that in college. I still have problems talking to my peers in college. I've just built it up so much in my head. But I just want those kids, or you people to understand that it's you fit in here because everyone fits in here. Because I'm inviting everyone to this community. This is a community for anyone who just wants to make the world better in any way. I just want to help people get by in life. I feel like that's the most important thing. And like I said, all I'm trying to do is the things I wish people would have done for me. And if you want to do that too, then I would love if you join this community, because those are the people we need. That's all I really have to say about anxiety. I'm sure I'll come up with more and say it later, but for now that's all I can think about. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope it helped someone out there, even just one person. And I'll see you guys later.